Hi everyone. In preparation for tests and quizzes, a lot of students like to cram. Okay, they ignore their notes and for weeks on end, and then the day or two before a test or quiz, they spend hours on end preparing for that quiz or test. Your brain doesn't work that way. I know many of you think it works that way. I know I certainly did when I was a lot younger and going through my undergraduate years. But the reality is that your brain is going to get distracted and bored. And if you sit for 2 hours straight or more, it's going to be hard to retain the information that you're studying. Plain and simple. You need to prepare for tests and quizzes over a long span of time and in short increments. Because if you don't, if you try and study for an hour at a time, you're not going to retain that information. You're going to retain parts of it, but you need to give your mind a break. What do I recommend? In an earlier clip, I talked about how you need to go over your notes after class and again each night. Okay? Just the notes from that day. That's the minimum. But from there, you need to periodically prepare for tests and quizzes. And what I have found to be the best way to do it is to put yourself in the role of the professor. Find out from your professor, is the quiz going to be multiple choice, true, false? Is it going to be short answer or essay in format? Find out how you are going to be assessed and test on whatever the assessment may be. And then go through your notes in your textbook chapters and develop your own test questions. It's a lot easier than you think. Think about it. You've spent close to 2 decades taking tests and quizzes. You have a general idea of what teachers and professors are going to look for from the text and from notes to put on a test. Bold-faced words, italicized words, a topic that your professor repeatedly discusses in class and which is also repeated in textbooks. Those are indications that that's material that's going to end up on a test. Turn around and take a bold-faced word, for example, and make your own multiple choice test up, or multiple choice question up. Then work with your fellow students and test each other. For an added trick to this, after you come up with a list of sample questions, show it to your professor. Get his or her feedback to see if you're on the right track. Okay? This can be a very effective study skill and technique, and I find that a lot of students who follow through on this advice, they go from, in many cases, from C's and D's on their quizzes to getting A's and some B's. Okay? Give it a shot. If you're not certain of how to begin, what I recommend is that you contact the professor or you work with a tutor at your campus. Okay? If you have questions, you can always email me or catch me on Twitter. And that said, take it easy and good luck. You can do this.